So CNN is involved in this massive scandal that I'm going to break down for you right now. They had a focus group after the DNC, after Kamala Harris's speech. They had a focus group of undecided voters where they asked them, like, hey, how do you feel about the speech? Who are you going to vote for? Was your mind changed? And things of that nature. And they had this one guy, this gentleman right here that you see on screen, who said he's an undecided voter. And after the speech, he goes, I don't think Kamala Harris is really up to it. I don't think she's really ready. But then later on, when he was asked, has anybody made your mind up? When they asked the room of undecided voters that, he raised his hand and said, yeah, I'm going to vote for Trump. Okay, ready? This is quite a ride you're about to go for. Quote, bring back Trump. CNN undecided voter panelist has pro-Trump social media history. Meet Bryant Rosado, who was disappointed that Mike Pence didn't overturn the election for Trump. So he goes on CNN, claims he's an independent, claims he's an undecided voter. He's lying about it, and then he tries to build a narrative of like, see, undecided voters are breaking in favor of Trump, and I'm one of them. All right, here's what they say. A man introduced as an undecided voter during a CNN segment following Kamala Harris' speech on day 4 of the Democratic National Convention has a history of supporting MAGA online. CNN host Gary Tuchman said all panelists claimed to be undecided voters at the time. Meet Bryant Rosado, who, when asked to grade Kamala Harris' speech, gave it a C, while the other 7 panelists rated it either A or B. When asked to explain his grade, Rosado said this, quote, she wasn't clear enough on the policies. She did speak a lot of her personal history, which was great, but I still don't feel like she's ready. I feel like, more so, she should wait. I don't want to personally vote for someone that is a backup. All right, so this was the thing right here. You can see he's in the bottom right, the back right corner. They continue. Rosado then confirmed he wasn't ready to vote for Kamala Harris. Moments later, he raised his hand, indicating that he was ready to make a commitment. When asked, he stated that he was now voting for Trump. Again, here's a still image of him. Tuchman noted that Rosado told him he was undecided last week and asked what was it about tonight that made him choose Trump. Rosado said, quote, her speech was great. I like how she went into her personal history. Again, it was just not moving for me. And then the CNN host says, but it made you think that Trump is a better candidate than her? Rosado said, he's here for it. He's a little bit more aggressive. She's aggressive in her own way, but I think she'll be aggressive in the next term. Tuchman said, so Trump over Harris for you. The Trump campaign quickly seized upon Rosado's comments, using them as an attack on Kamala Harris. Several pro-Trump accounts amplified his comments across social media. So here's Trump War Room. They tweeted, uncommitted Pennsylvania voter, quote, she wasn't clear enough on the policies. I still don't feel like she's ready. She should wait. I don't want to personally vote for someone that's a backup. Midas Touch has uncovered that despite telling CNN that he was an undecided voter who decided to vote for Trump. Rosado has a substantial MAGA social media history, including a video of him shooting an AK-47, which he purchased. An owner of such a weapon is unlikely to be undecided, as Kamala Harris has expressed support for banning assault weapons. Rosado's social media history, reviewed by Midas Touch, reveals that he has been posting pro-Trump content for years. Midas Touch did not locate any posts indicating support for Kamala Harris or Democrats, but they did find numerous pro-Trump and MAGA Republican posts. Here's what we found. Trump's mugshot. On Twitter, Rosado retweeted Trump's mugshot multiple times. The retweet of Donald Trump's post of the mugshot contained a link to Trump's website, which redirected to his fundraising page. Boom. So he retweeted this. Rosado also reposted Elon Musk's quote tweet of the mugshot, and it said, next level. He retweeted that. Okay, more. He retweeted Don Jr.'s mugshot post as well, which read, hey, Deep State, he's coming for you. See you on January 20th, 2025. Okay, so retweeting Trump Jr. More. This post indicates support for Trump in this election cycle. Rosado has other pro-Trump social media posts. In 2022, Rosado tagged Elon Musk in a tweet asking to, quote, bring back Trump and make Twitter great again. He retweeted a picture of Trump at Mar-a-Lago with another call to reinstate Trump on Twitter. Okay, here we go. More. In October 2022, Rosado again asked for Elon Musk to bring back Trump. In another tweet on the same day, Rosado again pleaded with Elon Musk to bring back Trump. He also retweeted Trump's account using the hashtag MAGA. So Trump had some tweet here about the Keystone XL pipeline and how he's going to approve it, and this guy retweeted it approvingly. Rosado reposted Eric Trump's I Love Goya tweet after the CEO of the company associated himself with Trump. Rosado follows Trump, Don Jr., and Candace Owens from his real estate business account. Boom, there you go. Rosado indicated disappointment that Vice President Mike Pence refused to overturn the Electoral College vote for Trump. Rosado replied, shake my head, to a CNBC tweet on January 6th reporting that Mike Pence rejects Trump's call to overturn Biden election. Shake my head, because Mike Pence rejected the coup. In October 2021, Rosado claimed the global reset was starting due to mass internet outages. The global reset is a conspiracy theory pushed by MAGA Republicans and QAnon supporters claiming a secret cabal is attempting to reshape the world to their evil agenda. Rosado interacted with pro-Trump account Benny Johnson, criticizing AOC for comments about her Twitter account. Rosado wrote, "Super full of herself, tell her to pay the $8 a month." Rosado reposted an account claiming Elon Musk owned AOC. Okay. Rosado himself replied to AOC's critique that Twitter wasn't working well for a product that charged $8. Rosado replied, "Pay the $8, clown," which was a common refrain from right-wing accounts at the time. Rosado has attacked and amplified attacks on Joe Biden. In January 2023, Rosado replied to Biden, "You are confused, bro." He also amplified an attack from Benny Johnson on Joe Biden. In April 2020, Rosado replied, "Trump 2020" to Joe Biden tweet stating, "Our planet cannot afford 4 more years of Donald Trump." Literally outright saying hashtag Trump 2020. He also reposted a video of Tucker Carlson discussing the MAGA Republican use of FJB and "Let's Go Brandon" phrases used by Trump supporters to attack Biden. Rosado has expressed support for Candace Owens. In March, after the Daily Wire parted ways with her, he posted on Facebook, "Thank God for Candace Owens." Owens was dropped by the Daily Wire after making anti-Semitic comments. In replies to his post, Rosado defended Owens, calling her his hero. Rosado stated he would support Candace Owens if she would run for president. Yeah, very undecided, this guy. Rosado claimed Candace Owens represents everyone. Rosado said he likes Candace Owens. Anyway, this goes on and on and on, bro. Pro-Trump accounts, Andrew Tate. Like, what are we doing here? So, okay. Here's the bottom line. The guy is a hardcore, diehard MAGA loyalist. Has always been and will always be. He told CNN he was an undecided voter. They put him on an undecided voter panel, and a whole narrative was built about the DNC based on his commentary, and the right-wing accounts on Twitter ran with it that, see, Kamala Harris isn't winning over independents, isn't winning over undecided voters, and Trump is, and here's the evidence of it. And they blasted it out from the rooftops. Now, you ready for this? According to him, he said, when this came out as a scandal, he said, "Oh, CNN knew that I was pro-Trump. They knew that." So, according to him, CNN purposefully put a pro-Trump person on an undecided voter panel and then let this guy control the narrative by making it seem like, "Oh, I was on the fence, but now I guess I'm pro-Trump." And his commentary was misleading. So he could be lying even about the CNN part, right? Maybe CNN didn't know. But if they didn't know, well, then do your fucking job and do some research and find out whether or not these people are actually undecided voters. Go through some social media history or some shit, right? But he made it seem like, "Oh yeah, no, I was kind of on the fence, but now I'm leaning pro-Trump." So this whole bullshit narrative was created based on nothing. And look, a lot of people are saying somebody who works at CNN needs to be fired for this, right? You're not doing your job. This is literal fake news. You're creating a bogus narrative based on lies. Now, again, according to him, he says CNN knew I was pro-Trump, but they put me on the undecided voter panel, so. But he could just be throwing CNN under the bus because he clearly has a history of lying. I mean, the way he phrased his comments after the Kamala speech, it made it seem like he was trying to mislead people and lie to make him think, "Oh yeah, no, I'm apolitical, but I'm going to support Trump this time." No, he supported Trump all along. Now, I'm going to add a cherry on top at the end of this story for you guys. So at the DNC, you had, Jesus, how many, what was it, 6, 7, 8 different former Republicans spoke and said, "I can't do it with Trump anymore. He's too extreme." And they, like, every day they had some Republican that was like, "I can't do it anymore," right? Look at this. This is from Media Matters. Disaffected Republicans and former Trump officials spoke at the DNC. Fox News didn't air a second of any of their speeches. Not a second. Again, there was a lot of these people. That was a decision that came down from the top. Don't you dare air any Republicans who are breaking and going with Kamala. So look at how the narrative is created. Look at how the narrative is shifted. Look at how, from the top down, they shape the narrative to make people think certain things that in this case are untrue. So on Fox, they're trying to hide that any Republicans are sick of Trump and they're breaking to go with Kamala. They're trying to hide that fact. And on CNN, they pretend somebody's an undecided voter even though they're pro-Trump. And then when that person says, "I'm undecided, but I turned pro-Trump," that creates this massive narrative. See, this is literally how you create fake news and how you build up narratives. and how the media tries to steer the conversation and create the narrative as opposed to objectively describing what the reality is. So now you get the fake news from CNN, you get the fake news from Fox News, and wow, would you look at that? Both of them happen to cut in a pro-Trump direction. So the media better start doing their fucking job, man, and tell the truth. Because all this is grotesque. And all this is incredibly misleading on purpose. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.